question for you. Are you going to any dinner parties over the holidays? Are you hosting any? Here to help you to avoid the social faux pas, we've got designer Brian Gluckstein in the house. We knew you were the guy to ask, right?
Pardon?
You have people over all the time, so we knew you were the guy to ask.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Reluctantly, but I do. I love having people over. I like mostly small gatherings.
So do I, because it keeps it a little bit, there's a little bit less pressure.
Yes.
Let's talk about what we need to think about when it comes to etiquette around the dinner table. You're having a dinner party.
Yes.
What do we need to think about?
Well, the first thing is I always have place cards out.
Okay.
And I don't like people walking into the room. You know, everyone walks in and they're frozen. No one wants to grab the first chair because they don't know where they're supposed to sit.
Yep.
So I always put place cards out.
Now, I want to know who you're sitting beside who. Like, does it matter who you sit beside? Yes, it does?
Yes, it does.
How does it go?
Yes, especially at Christmas when there's family members that don't speak.
Yep.
So, yeah, you don't want a war at the table. You don't want like one of the housewives shows where they're throwing things across the table. So you really have to, you really have to think about this. So if it's a small gathering, I usually sit the host at the end. So we'll put the host card there.
Okay.
And that's because it's just easier to get in and out of when you're grabbing things. You're not jostling somebody.
Yeah.
And then I probably put the most controversial people beside the host. So I usually put, yes, because and I'll tell you why. I put someone that really likes to talk about politics, which you should never do.
Yeah.
At the end,
especially now.
And anybody that's a real gossiper. Where do I have my gossiper? Because the reason for that is the host can shut them down.
Right. Yes.
You just like squash that conversation.
That's right.
If they're talking about something, you can see the blood boiling in everybody else's. Or if the gossiper is starting to gossip and it happens to be about someone at the other end of the table.
Yes.
So you can just stop that and change the subject.
Okay. So, the job of the host is also to be a very good conversationalist.
Very
because
good.
you have to weave in and out of conversations that might be difficult. You've got to shut this person down, potentially shut this person down.
And listen to what's going on at this end of the table.
And then listen to that person.
Yes.
So, you need to be on your game.
Yes, because you have to sort of be in a conversation, but be also listening to the other end, but not letting the people know you're listening to the other end.
That's
so you
right.
have to look interested.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you usually have to be interested. But
yes.
I'm always conscious about what's happening at the other end of the table. Is there a war going on?
You're very good at it. I've seen you work a room. You're very good at it. Are you putting the couple together? Do they get to sit? No, they don't get to sit together?
No, they don't. They don't. So you don't have to separate them too far, but you can put them on opposite ends of the table so they can still kick each other.
Okay.
If someone is, off color, you just kick your partner in the shin.
Absolutely.
And then I typically, if I've got somebody, and I don't like to say boring.
Yeah.
They're not boring.
But they're boring. Go ahead.
Well, maybe a little boring.
They're a little boring.
I like to call them an introvert.
Okay, well, there's a difference. There's a difference between the two. Some people actually get into a social situation and, this is not the situation that they thrive in.
Correct.
That is okay. But some people are just boring.
So, yes. Yes. Well, there's always a reason, which I want to find out why they're boring. So I like to sit beside the boring people.
Okay.
I do. Everybody can be outgoing. I want to sit with the one that's quiet and probe.
Yeah.
Why are they quiet?
Peel back the layers.
I do. They're my favorite people. I just had that at a party, actually, and it was quite interesting.
Oh, it was?
Those introverts have a lot to talk about if you can get in there.
Absolutely. Just give them the chance, right?
And, the couple can sort of engage that person, so they can talk to each other and engage that quiet person. So you're not sort of drilling the quiet person, but you can engage them. If you put that quiet person near the gossiper, the political person, they're just going to die there. They're just going to be like, I'm out.
We want to give a big thank you to EQ3 for this beautiful dining table and the place settings.
Yeah.